not really my concern right now. But yeah, I didn't see anything up there that looked like that though. They ain't got nothing going on. I don't know if they will later, but I'm not willing to wait around that long. I got to get back over here. Um, but it's all good. A couple of things are coming together gradually. Us, we're just gonna stick to the scripted conversation. When I get in here, get into this conversation with y'all, and I want to talk to y'all about all this, so that y'all understand part of why we do this and what all is happening and what all is going on. Let me see if I can get through here without any trouble. Gonna go or not, dude? All right, you're just gonna sit there. I'm not gonna sit here.
There's a honk.
That's a big honk.
Cash back with that one.
Probably the biggest honk he's ever got. He'd take that one to the bank.
That's a wrap.
They look like they're gonna have some food right there, but I think that's for them.
Yeah, you think?
Did you listen to the end of his last one?
I haven't heard him today.
That
We
man
were
is smart though.
making some food earlier. So.
That man's gonna go
He
out and
scored a
get it and
burrito.
figure
Now
out
he's just walking around town
some
looking
way
for free food for the 4th of July.
get something in my
Oh,
system.
that's what he thinks it's all about, huh?
Yep.
And I'm scared I'll try to do the same thing every day because I'm smart until I get to my check. Shout out to the few people who do try to help me along the way. You are a blessing. Yeah, like I said, I just keep my faith in God and keep pushing. There we go.
There we go. Little honk.
I don't know if there were some folks from like way up on the highway honking for me a minute ago. I don't know if it was for me or just because it's 4th of July.
Honks from on
But
high.
they were honking loud as hell, nonstop while they were on the highway. It was crazy.
Yeah, you didn't miss anything on that stream earlier too. An hour and a half of nothing
I
but
think it's gonna get packed over here tonight. I have a feeling that there will be free food and stuff, but I ain't trying to be out like that. I mean,
You are totally trying to be like
I'm
that.
not gonna sit around and wait that long, bro. That's a long time, man.
It's
Probably
free
an
food,
hour.
but I don't want to wait for it.
I'm all right. But yeah, nah. I got stuff to do, bro. Got to take care of myself.
He's got stuff to do. He's too busy being homeless.
I generally don't just be, chilling around, hanging around. It's just not my thing anymore. Go out, do my job, do what I need to do for the day, call it a day. That's it. You know what I mean? I'll probably try to take some videos up here if I can. I'm just so tired of doing everything by myself, man. Like
So
I'm trying
tired,
to carry
Lord,
this like
so
right
tired.
now, and I can't because they just make one person do everything, man. It's always the same problem, bro.
Sheriff,
Always
you
the
ever
same
just
people,
get
too.
tired, Sheriff?
So tired of it.
Tired of streaming?
It's this hard to get help to do things.
Tired of wasting space in my brain listening to
It's
this.
just selfishness, self-centeredness. There's no excuse for it whatsoever.
He
It
did
should have
walk
never
past
been
the
like
park
this.
earlier and said,
Ever.
"Yeah, I'm not going to work out
And it's
today."
'cause these
Obviously,
folks are
there's
delusional
family in
and
there
they don't
barbecuing
understand
and shit.
basic reality.
Right.
But it's all good. When the federal lawsuit is filed and all these federal indictments go through,
Yeah, the family with kids don't need to see that. Some hobo putting his ass above his head, sticking his little skinny tink ankles into the air.
and these people have to go to prison, they'll understand then. Real talk. You just cannot treat folks like this.
That's
You
right.
can't, especially when it's recurring and you keep doing it and you don't
Recurrent.
even process how wrong you are and how wrong it is. Doesn't make any sense, man. But like I said, we're gonna keep on doing us. What I want to talk about right now, right, is the fact that, how do I put this? Here, I'm just gonna carry this one too. Try to. But what I want to talk about is basic reality that, well, number one, I'm old school, man. I'm a lot like my dad. I grew up listening to my dad, even though I'm from a little bit younger generation, right? I grew up listening to him, so I learned a lot. They gawking, staring at the Batman instead of going on about their business. You know, like it's cool to an extent. It's like a joke. It's like when a joke is funny for the first 100 times and then it starts to get old. Like I'm way past the point of it
You
all
are
being old
definitely a
because
joke, Joey.
those folks are not doing anything for me now. If they were donating and there was a ton of financial support coming in, I would have no issue with it. I would love it. But the fact that people won't do nothing, that's not cool, man.
Oh, and he did walk
Yeah.
across the field earlier
So,
today
I
to a car
understand
that
that
parked.
people are
Some
struggling.
dude thought he was
Mhm.
parked for him, so he goes over there.
How'd that work?
Nope.
Damn, so close, Joey.
You know, but it just, the thing is, you know, the real truth is that all these other people, they've had a luxury that I was never afforded. Truth is that most people at this point in the game, legitimately, honestly, should not be struggling. They just shouldn't be.
You mean at this point in the game, like you're 36 and you shouldn't be struggling?
Because they've had so many years to get it together. Give them a wave.
Change for a honk.
They've had so many years to get it together and get their act together, and they weren't going through all this stuff I was going through. So it's like there's realistically no excuse, right? Because, well, you know, you should have had it together by now. It's been years, decades that have gone by.
I agree,
I don't
Joey. You should
understand
have
that.
it together by now.
Like, I really don't.
He should carry
When you
around
have
one
a
of those
system
horns
that's
like a
designed to
clown would
help you,
have, so every
and
time someone
everybody's
honks at
got
him, he can honk back.
ample opportunity nonstop. It just doesn't make sense. If you're struggling right now, and I'm
I
just
was
being
gonna say
realistic,
he needs a squeaky clown nose, but I don't know how he'd make that work with a mask.
I mean, after this many years, that doesn't add up. You're doing something wrong. Something ain't right. But I guess it's just the concept that people don't think like me and they'll really live paycheck to paycheck. Like I never have and never will. That's why I don't like this right now. Like I love what I'm doing, but like I've never lived paycheck to paycheck. That ain't how I do things. And I still have the capability to build everything with what I'm doing. So it just is what it is. I'm gonna have to try to figure it out as I go here. Like I said, I don't even know about paying the phone this next time around. I might have to find a place that has Wi-Fi out here and learn how to go sit down there and upload my videos every day like that.
Learn how to go sit down there. Well, you got to learn how to sit.
When I get done,
He also
something
said
like that. I don't
that
know.
he could go down to the church group right now and eat.
Ah,
So
just skip the whole working and volunteering part. Just go straight to the eating.
yes,
That sounds about right.
I just would like to have a phone plan, you know, but that's what I'm saying. As soon as I get my check, that'll take most of the money out of that check. And then I'll be left with like 100 and something. Then I got to get through a whole nother like 2 months. That's the thing. This company needs to change how they pay their employees.
That's right.
Inexcusable. There's no reason why I should be in this position. I've been doing this for 2 years plus. They owe me $1,000 bonus. Make it make sense, bro.
They
Hold up.
do not.
We have our first holdup. Can't remember. I asked yesterday, did you guys pick up fireworks this year?
No, we haven't done it for a little while because some of our dogs don't really like it, so we try not to flip them out too much.
But you know what? It's all good all the time. It's always all good. Still all good. We still pushing. We still pushing. We still trucking. We still moving forward. All these folks are doing nothing, making no progress. Yes, this is not your lane. We're driving like you own the lane. This is not your lane. No. Yeah, no, not your lane. So again, folks got to make sense. See, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. That's the ignorance down here. Doesn't even need to be explained. It's common sense. You know, it's one thing to impede. It's another to act like you own something. You understand, or have this like actual arrogance and pompous attitude. Like these people don't rule the road. You understand?
It's one thing to act like you own
I hear
something,
dogs.
like
Oh, that's
billions in
bad, Barry.
equity, perhaps.
Yeah, no. When these folks are driving, y'all need to stay in your lane, buddy. There you go. There's another honk from the
Another
highway.
honk.
It's not
Maybe
difficult.
Clocking honks today.
This is not your lane.
He'd probably be able
This
to
is for
retire early
walking
at
and
this rate.
bikes. It is not your lane. So yeah, like I said, we're going to continue to remind them out here until they face every day what it is, how reality works, right? We're going to continue to remind people of reality and how the law works. It is what it is. But like I said, I want to respond to a couple of things if I can remember what I was listening to. And I'm not going to name names, but, you know, here's the deal, man. I mean, to the dude over there who keeps running his mouth, the 300-pound tuna, right? I mean, brother, listen, if you just issue an actual public apology to me, right? I want an actual video apology. If you issue a public apology now and don't wait to do it later when it's convenient for you, when I have all the money, right? Like I said, it shouldn't be about money, it should be genuine. If you want to issue a public apology, make an actual video, public apology video to Tyrese Need, sign and date it, right? And if you want to do that, all right, to the 300-pound tuna, right, I will consider
Get that
giving
notarized
you an
too.
opportunity because Christine is negotiating settlement for 6.8
I
million
want to say
guaranteed.
it wasn't
So-
like 300-pound tuna. Wasn't that like a garage band when we were in school? Maybe I'm confusing 300-pound tuna with 50-foot Jesus. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm going to be in the position to help all these people, and I'm going to help. I'm going to help the Valley. I'm going to help all the people that did anything for me, even if it was just a little something. I'm going to return everything in tenfold. That's what
Has he
people
got
don't
two
understand.
waters, or has he got a
I'm
water
really
and
the
the
chosen
burrito
one.
in
I'm
his
really
hand?
the Son of Man, the Son of God. And I know that through me, God is
He should put the
testing people
burrito in the water.
to see where their heart's at. But you have to apologize genuinely, not because of money. But I noticed that when you talk, you actually have a mind to you. You understand? And we can utilize that, and we could use that, and we could create an opportunity for you. You understand? So if you want to issue a public apology, like I've stated, and do it exactly the way I said it, format it that way, I will consider offering you an actual opportunity when we have all the money and Christina's here with me. You understand? Because we'll be building companies. And that was one of my ideas for a company a long time ago. Actually, was a company that does ideas and builds
Two
ideas and creates inventions.
A
You
company
understand?
that
And we could
builds
get people
ideas.
involved. I really think
It creates inventions.
So just
It's like
regular,
a
just like a
Tonka
regular
toy.
company.
Like an erector set.
Jesus Christ.
people would like working for my company and working for a
It's a
company,
company
like
that
that's
just,
fun.
thinks of
And that's
stuff and
basically
then
just
builds
what
it.
you have to do. You have to make it fun at some point for the people in the public, because if you don't, people are going to get tired of it. Like they get tired every day. The hell was that?
So
The
tired.
hell was that?
Weird. But yeah, folks get tired of the same old
Oh,
job
they
attitude,
get so
the same
tired.
monotony. Everybody gets tired of it, man. We're sick of it. We've been sick of it. My job, fortunately, is fun. And I think a lot of these folks are mad at me because of it, because their job isn't fun and mine is. You know, so don't worry about me. I'm making money over here. I'm doing my thing, doing my thizzle. It's just they take forever to pay. So I'm trying to get by through the struggle right now till the 21st to the 26th. So hopefully my bank account can be just barely okay enough where I can get my check without issue. And then the whole show starts again.
Slightly irregular.
And like I said, I've been Batman 2+ years and accomplished everything. And like I said, I mean, once I get to that
Yeah, he's not even aiming high anymore. He's aiming for barely just okay enough.
point, I'm just going to be stronger and stronger because all these trials and tribulations God put me through and things I went through, even if they weren't all from God, but everything happens for a reason, you know, but I'll be stronger than ever, right? Be stronger than ever. I'll be in a whole new, but there's another one who can't drive. They're just sitting there. Don't know how to turn the wheel. Like, it's that difficult. It's unbelievable, man. Like, what are you just stopping for if you're not doing anything? It don't make no sense. Folks be doing weird driving habits. We're gonna call them all out on here. I've had enough, you know, because that's what they do. They got an
Tired of y'all
energy. They'll
weird
come
driving
around you,
habits.
and then they'll try to play victim or something, or act like you're doing something wrong. Like, no, you coming around me. You approaching me with your ignorance and your nonsense. Get the hell away from me. Like, real talk. It's
What is
weird.
he,
Back
ignorant?
up. Learn how to give people a distance. Learn respect.
Ignorant.
Learn morals. Learn what lane is yours. Stay in your lane. It's not difficult. We're gonna keep telling you. Nobody's scared to tell y'all what it is. These folks down here, they don't know what they're doing. It's just the truth. And it's been excused for way too long. It's enabled behavior. But like I said, we know the law. We know how it really works. We know actual reality. And we'll continue to enforce reality, right, nonstop. Like I said, it's just like these folks on the internet. They cannot handle or deal with basic reality. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I know this taco joint here is drug funded. I know that for a fact. I can just, I have a gift of intuition. I'm telling you, I looked in that lady's eyes and you could just see it in her eyes. Like, that lady is doing all sorts of criminal activity. I'm just telling you, it's
You
written
can
all
look in
over.
her eyes and see the
That
criminal.
one right there is a problem. I don't know if she's still there. I don't really go in there. But yeah, they're ridiculous.
She's probably
I
one that
remember
turned
one
him
time
down, wouldn't give him free food.
they tried to, literally, they had me sitting there and I had money. Money wasn't the issue. They had me sitting there for a while trying to figure out, because they had some little, I don't know if they had a little sign that like ain't even in the front. You can't see about something about paying with cash or something. So the card payment took forever because they stuff don't work. Probably because of that, because they probably purchase everything illegally and they're buying garbage, right? Or getting it for free because they're cheap, right? And literally their POS system or whatever was exactly that, a POS. Right. I always thought that was funny how they're called POS systems. And then half of them, that's exactly what they are, POS. And their POS system, that's what it is, piece of what? And their POS system took forever.
What
So
was
I
it
had to
again?
sit there for like an hour or
He's
something.
so
I
happy
got
he made a
tired of
joke.
it, right? And I made sure I paid them, but I had to like make phone calls and stuff to get it figured out, and people had to bring me cash. It was a whole problem. And it's like, dude,
People
I had
had
all
to
the money on
come
the
bring
card
me
right there.
cash.
Like, you took forever and you couldn't even process a card payment. Like, what the hell? Like, restaurants really can't do that. That's really not legal. You can't just stop taking processing card payments. You're a
Absolutely
restaurant,
they
bro. I
can.
mean, I've heard of corner stores maybe here and there, like this. The Stripes do it all the time. It's still
Why you say the restaurant's processing car payments?
Don't know. He's everywhere.
wrong and not right. Right? But like, as far as a restaurant,
I mean, it could be a possibility.
restaurant shouldn't be doing that. So, like I said, at the end of the day,
Joey, a restaurant
it
can
is what it
accept
is.
honks as payment for
keep
food
on
if they
pushing,
choose.
keep on progressing, keep on moving forward, keep on through the struggle, keep on keeping faith, and do the best that we can. And like I said, what I'm doing is for all of you, all these people out here, everybody. If I win, you win. And that's the thing. People need to change their attitude in the public. People are so quick to be, saying jealousy,
Now,
envy, to hate. Instead
Does that
of
matter
just,
if they're 3 feet tall? Is it like one of those things where you have to be at least this high to process car payments?
actually standing up for what's right and supporting someone who's standing up for them, standing up for your rights, standing up for what is right, and actually, maintaining your civil liberties for you if you don't have the heart to stand up for yourself. Like I said, as a society, we could all come together. All these people could start boycotting all these jobs, even out here. And if all of you just stopped working tomorrow because, well, the Batman said so, or well, let's not blame it on me, but let's pretend here you heard the Batman say something. And if all of you boycotted your jobs every day and you stopped working completely, right, then we would be able to have financial freedom. We could build our own banks, our own banking institutions as a community. We could
We'll have
boycott
some
all these businesses and get them
Philadelphia
to leave,
freedom.
right? Literally, right? We don't need them.
Thinking
We
of the
could
4th of
have the
July,
money for ourselves
3
and the
feet
resources
tall,
for
those little
ourselves. Why haven't
Shriners
people thought of
cars
it?
in the parades.
Why-
Do you think he
I
would
haven't-
drive one of those around?
Oh, the little go-karts?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he would be afraid. He's like, I don't know. I'm got this little go-kart and it's breathing gas fumes. He's really paranoid about breathing gas.
Right.
People done this? Literally, it's been the financial structure that people have tried to teach in the past, and the government hates it. It's the last thing the government wants. A lot of those people went through crazy things, right? Literally, because the government will target anybody who's teaching people independent thought. You understand? That's why I always bring up these ancient cultures like Tartaria that I represent and all these different things, because just like the Antarctic land masses,
Sartonia,
Antarctica
Hellsarton.
and all that
Hail,
nonsense,
sort of.
right? Because it's what's real. Like I say,
Antarctic
we're trying
land
to build a
masses.
new society, man. We literally could create our own bank. We could create our own banking system. I just waved at them. They were filming a video.
Right.
We
Yeah,
could create our own
change for a honk.
banking institution, banking system, financial institution, everything. I am hopped up on too much caffeine right now. But
Oh, he
like
got a
I said,
caffeinated soda, did he?
if we could get people to do that and come together, I mean, you're talking about limitless potential here, brother. And that's the whole thing. Like, if we had a system like that, it would have helped me tremendously right now, right? I would have had something to fall back on. And that's been my whole thing. I just think outside the box. I'm not selfish. I was never trying to be a rich guy. If I wanted to be rich, man, I could have sat here and had limitless money. You understand? And I mean, I had to live life and I had a point to prove, which was that I was real and as real as they come. And I proved my point, and now I'm Batman. So no, I'm doing things right. You know, had I just sat there and been a yuppie snob, what I could have been, I mean, I could have had money. I could have probably helped people, but I wouldn't have had the right mentality. I wouldn't have known any better. I would have been like a lot of these people, like not necessarily, I wasn't really selfish, but I just didn't understand the concepts that I understand now. You know, I wasn't on my journey with God. At the time, I was doing it without God. This time around, I'm doing it with God. Everything is so much different. You know, my life feels so much more complete now than when I had over $300,000 in the bank. Seriously, I was very empty, and I realized that. You know, I was still a good person. I was extremely good person. I had a heart.
I've always been an awesome
I would
person.
help people. I'd pay for everything for everybody. I took care of people. I did everything, but you know, I just think that my connection with God has grown so much and evolved, you know, to a whole nother extent. And just being honest, I feel way more complete, happier, and more wholesome as a person now, even with the struggle I go through, pain, suffering, whatever, than when I had all that money. The problem with people in this society is they want to act like when you get money, they want to act like it, you know, like it means anything. They want to pretend, oh, you got some money, now you don't have any problems. Couldn't be farther from the truth. Couldn't be farther from the truth. You understand? Money doesn't solve problems. If anything, it's more money, more problems. Feel what I'm saying? So people just got to understand what it is in basic reality, right? And I don't know, they just got to acknowledge the truth, and that's it. You know, once you face the truth, that's what really wakes you up and gets you to another point. But like I said, the point is to reach the level I'm at, to reach ascension. The point of life is to reach ascension, to ascend. It's all that matters. And there has to be a certain, there we go, another honk. There has to be a certain number of people who ascend. I don't even think it has to be that high of a percentage, they said, but they stated at one point that it had to be a certain percentage of humans that would have to ascend, and that something, I don't know if it's like with aliens or what, but there's some kind of agreement or something, some way it works. You know, I don't know. But I know if enough ascend, then it like helps the
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know how it works. There's some way it works, but you know, I don't know.
world or something. I don't know. I can't remember the whole thing. It was a video I was watching, but all those stuff is real, man. A lot of those videos are the truth. Y'all want to be like things on the internet you can't believe, things in reality you can't believe. I mean, do you put your faith in Elon Tusk? I mean, he represents AI. He's literally a cog puppet. He's a precog, like in Minority Report. That's all he is. He's a precog. He's precog being used by the system. Except he's not a prophet like me, you know. He's being used by the system. If anyone's like a precog, literally, it's me. Y'all remember the precogs in Minority Report? I have a gift like precogs. I can
No, you
see
don't.
things. I have visions. I can see the future. I can predict the future. You know, you got people right now all over social media. Now they're trying to hop on my bandwagon and repeat things that they heard me say. I mean, that's up to you. I could really care less. I mean, I don't need your validation, but because the things I'm saying, they know they're true. Yeah, no, these things are all happening for a reason. I wish nothing but good on everybody. Like I said to that other dude, I just offered him an opportunity. Like, you seem like you want to be a businessman. You know, I see that you're clearly an alcoholic. You've been in and out of prison for running your mouth. You want to project and say that other people run their mouth, but it's all you do. You want to talk tough online.
Now, Sheriff, is this you or is this a different alcoholic that's been in prison?
No, this is what's his name? Fuck.
Jared?
Sacramento.
Sacramento. I don't know who's in Sacramento.
Going through it yesterday. My mind's not working right now.
Line, brother, you don't have to talk tough online. Okay. Again, I own my own boxing league. All you got to do is pull up and sign the waiver, brother. Okay. But you're not built like that. You're just not tough. You know, my dream life, okay, well, it's just with Christina. Okay. After that, it's, you know, having money, right? And being with Christina. Everything revolves around Christina. I mean, that's my dream life. Right. But and with God always in the picture, you know, God is everything. But and that's what I'm gonna have. But my whole point is just, how do I put this? My dream life for a long time, and what I'm gonna have is, I honestly, at one point, I wanted to live on Wall Street, and I wanted to be a stockbroker. Okay, hold on, got something itching. That's all I wanted to do, was trade stocks and do, you know, like boxing and UFC and MMA. Now it's going to be more, I do that as training and practice as a hobby to prepare for what I'm doing in the streets as Batman. I mean, this is going to be my dream life. This is what people don't get. You know, you live life to achieve your dream life. It doesn't mean that you're going to have money all the time. And that's all I'm saying, is I'm saying concepts that make sense, and these folks don't make any, and they want to tell me, they want to just disagree to disagree with everything I say. Well, that's why you can't afford a hot dog.
Thank you,
See what I'm saying?
Lobster.
That's why
Rob
you
Rock,
don't
that
own
guy.
any equity like me. That's why you're always poor. That's why you're miserable. Answers are staring you in the face. I'm your mirror. They're right in front of you. You are to blame for every decision y'all have made. Feel me? It's just the truth. But like I said, that was what I pictured my dream life was before, back in the day. Trading stocks, probably living on Wall Street, right? And, you know, kind of living like Wolf of Wall Street, basically. You understand? Since pretty much I was the original of that anyway, and they want to hide the truth from you, but I did it all legally the right way, like followed the law. Like, I'm a financial connoisseur. I'm a genius when it comes to systems, any system, stock systems, gambling, blackjack systems. I could probably figure out poker.
Just systems.
I think I won like $100 in poker before. I need to read about. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start.
Whoa. All that money that he lost in Vegas, and he thinks he won $100 before? I thought you were the greatest poker player that ever lived, Joey.
Studying poker. I think that's what I'm gonna do with some of my time now. I'm gonna start studying how to play poker.
You should have done that before you lost everything you had. That should have been step one, Joey.
Get a
Might as
royal
well, I got
flush.
plenty
He
of
folds.
I don't like all these cards that are the same color. This seems unlucky.
Nothing
time in my
matches.
hands. I'm gonna study how to play poker because I know I could be the best at it. And it always seemed real complicated to me. I never understood it. I still don't. Blackjack, however, I'm a master at. I found that out when I was a little kid because I had this little keypad game. It was just like a little keypad, you know, it looked like a little booklet, like a checkbook. And you'd open it up and it was a little computer system. And it would run automated just for blackjack. And these people, I swear, bro, it's unbelievable. The lack of empathy and know-how. Like, you're not serious right now, right? So, again, unbelievable, dude. So, again, it was like a little keypad, and I would open it up, and I didn't even know what it was when I was a kid. I just figured it out. Somebody gave it to me or something. I grabbed it, and man, I fell in love with it because I just started playing blackjack on it. And I realized it was blackjack. I don't know if it said it on there or I asked or someone told me, but it was just the game. You have to make it to 21. You couldn't go over. And if you went under, unless you had a better hand than the other player, you lost. Right. And I just was really good at it as a kid. And that's all I did. I just played blackjack on that little thing as a kid. And I actually pretty much made a living off gambling in Vegas twice. I did very well at the time. The house always wins, yes. I mean, but they had to rig
There it
everything
is.
both times. They rigged everything. They targeted me, everything. They wrote down my social. That's what they do. When you're doing too well and you're too good at it, and they realize you have a gift, they target you. Then, of course, they're going to try to say that you're doing something you're not or whatever, which they couldn't do with me because I'm literally playing just off intuition, right? But they target me, and then I can't win a hand for like a million hands. Like, I swear that the machine underneath those tables, I'm pretty positive it can move the deck and switch cards around. That's what I think they're doing. That's why they have cameras on every table. So they'll write down your social, and they figure out who you are, and they start targeting you like anything. So they're not playing the game fairly. I can feel that that's what happened. It happened twice to me.
Joey, that's just poker. It's not about fair.
But before that, I did things nobody's ever done in Vegas casinos and blackjack, and I'm good to go to every casino. I've met the guys, like, I don't know what his name was, like Zephyr or something. I met those guys. Those guys were driving Lyft and Uber. The guys who were banned from the casino, and they were counting cards. And I met them in person, and they told me their story while they were driving. And they're banned from like every casino basically in Vegas because they were counting cards. I don't know how to count cards, never needed to, will never try, don't have any interest in it. You understand? Or do I think it would really work? I think that's silly to think that you could use mathematics with something like that. That's too much work anyway. So no, I just go off my gut, off
Counting's
intuition.
too
Like
much
I
work.
said, I had a vision one time when I went to a Russian roulette table. I put down.
Please do it. That's probably the greatest line in the last 2 weeks.
Mathematics with something like that. That's too much work anyway. So no, I just go off my gut, off intuition. Like I said, I had a vision one time when I went to a Russian roulette table. I put down 25 on black 8. I closed my eyes.
Oh, let's just all take this time to imagine Joey at a Russian roulette table.
In a casino.
Yeah, I put a 5 on cylinder number 6.
And I basically asked God to give me the vision of what number. I heard black 8. I put it on black 8. $25, made a grand just like that in 5 seconds. I have a gift. I have a connection to something, to God and to source. Okay. So, you know, people would gather around watching me play blackjack because I'd have red chips stacked up so high. It was unbelievable. And I'm talking about sets of them. And that's what I would do. I would kind of inch my way up with the small chips, and then I'd go all in, or not all in, but I'd take a big chunk.
You never go all in playing Russian roulette, Joey. That's not what you want to do.
I'd win, then I'd have a bunch more chips, then I'd take a portion of that, play with that, same thing, put a whole bunch up, win again. And I have a formula. It's all taking risk. It's all of intuition. See, this life is a risk, period. I mean, you're taking risks the minute you're born. So why would you not use risk?
Hey,
Wait.
babe.
Hi.
You just missed one of the best things ever.
What?
Joey said he was talking about being in Vegas. Here, let me see if I can
Just
find
let
it.
her hear it. Let her hear
On
it. Don't
Black
tell her.
8, I closed my eyes. Before that, I did things nobody's ever done in Vegas casinos and blackjack, and I'm good to go to every casino. I've met the guys, like, I don't know what his name was, like Zephyr or something. I met those guys. Those guys were driving Lyft and Uber, the guys who were banned from the casino, and they were counting cards. And I met them in person, and they told me their story while they were driving. And they're banned from like every casino basically in Vegas because they were counting cards. I don't know how to count cards, never needed to, will never try, don't have any interest in it. You understand? Nor do I think it would really work. I think that's silly to think that you could use mathematics with something like that. That's too much work anyway. So no, I just go off my gut, off intuition. Like I said, I had a vision one time when I went to a Russian roulette table.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, he had a vision when he went.
When-
To, yeah.
When he went
Said
to
I had
where?
a vision one time when I
Russian.
went to a Russian.
Please play Russian roulette, motherfucker. Please play that shit. You're doing it wrong.
He had a vision when he went to a Russian roulette table.
Oh, please play Russian roulette, Joey. God.
And then in a minute he talks about, going all in. I'm like, Joey, you never go all in and playing Russian roulette.
You only go in once. You
I-
ain't coming out though.
That's right.
I put down 25 on Black 8. I closed my eyes and I basically asked God
Pull the trigger.
to give me the vision of what number.
Ask God, please.
I heard Black 8. I put it on Black 8. $25 made a grand just like that in 5 seconds. I have a gift. I have a connection
But
to
you
something,
what?
to God and to Source.
Does he not know there's a video
Well,
out?
he also started out this little
Oh.
he started out this little rant talking about how I'm gonna take time and study and learn how to play poker.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
Joey, that's the first. I mean, didn't he claim to be the best poker player in the world? That
Yes.
that he
And
ran
he's-
Vegas.
There's a video on his channel. It's not edited or anything like he tries to say that we edited it. It's still on one of his old channels where he is absolutely at his lowest, talking about, I'm just going to give up and go, back home. I can't have anything nice anyway. I always lose stuff. I lost all my money here. I only have, $6,000. Bitch, that's on your own channel.
Yeah, and he. I don't know if he just has forgotten all of the claims that he made in the past, or if he really does have split personalities, and this one doesn't know about that he's a poker expert.
No, all his personality. He has one personality.
Well, I mean, they're all assholes, but none of them can keep their stories straight. And it's.
He thinks.
I am a flabbergasted spider right now. That's what I'm.
He thinks that if he talks enough about it, he can erase what happened in the past like it didn't happen, or else he'll say something like, yeah, the government's been messing with my videos and changing it to make it look like, make me look some type of way. God, I've been following him too long that I could come up with that at the drop of a hat. I sound like that motherfucker. God help me. I
Yeah.
sound like him. Hi, Sheriff.
So,
What's up? What's up, girl?
What's that?
so, people would gather around watching me play blackjack because I'd have red chips
Mimi
stacked
slid
up
into your
so high.
DMs, babe.
All right.
Love you, memes.
Totally lobster. No sense he's.
It was unbelievable.
Hi,
And I'm talking
Lobster.
about
Hi,
cents of them, and that's what I would
Downrange.
do. I would kind of inch my way up with the small
Hi,
chips,
Cooter.
and then I'd go all in.
Hi,
Or not all
Shoppy.
in, but I'd take a big chunk. I'd win. Then I'd have a bunch more
Pause it a
chips, and I'd
second,
take
babe.
a portion.
Do you remember last night when you were super buzzed off of 4 whiskey sours, and you told me when I was saying hi and Sticky's chat to everybody, You're a Shamrock shouting out people and it ain't even her channel.
Right?
Do you remember saying that?
Yeah, you're like the Walmart greeter of the live stream. Hi, welcome to the channel. Hi, welcome to the channel.
Hi, down. We're going down, 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 way down. Anyways, go ahead. I'm
Do
done.
that, play with that, same thing, put a whole bunch up, win again. And I have a formula. It's all taking risk. It's all of intuition. See, this life is a risk, period. I mean, you're taking risks the minute you're born. So why would you not use risk to your advantage? You're either going to win or you're going to lose. I didn't lose in Vegas. I won. You understand? And I learned something and learned that I had a skill while I lived the life out there and did whatever I wanted. I'm talking Krispy Kreme donuts any night I wanted. At clubs,
Oh
You know,
Lord, he flexing Krispy Kremes. Woo.
He's hungry right now. He
I
talking
mean,
about
did everything I wanted. Everything. Got the best of everything, best clothes, best
bought a
food,
car,
best
couldn't
life.
bring it back because I
Blown out of
lost all my
control.
money. I
know,
couldn't
my
even
shoes
afford
were-
to get it registered. True story,
Yeah,
bitch.
he's hungry, Sham. If you didn't hear earlier, this is his second stream.
Oh,
He ended
yeah.
up getting a burrito, and currently, right now, he is walking around Brownsville looking for free food
Oh,
giveaways for the 4th of July.
Yeah, he thinks
did
that's
he say that?
And
that's
he
what
wants to
the
stuff his pockets with food.
Oh, you know what
Yes.
else? I bet you he smells all the people's barbecues and shit
Yeah.
too.
that's what he thinks the holiday's all about, is for him to walk around and try to scam free food off people.
Oh God.
He's even that they give me more, and I can bring it with me.
Okay.
Not just like be grateful for have like a taco in your hand, but hey, I
Right.
need 3 more for the road. Shove them in my pocket.
I know. What a dick. You could have given me $20 too.
Yeah, and he said he could go by the that church group and get some free food too. It's like, wow, the ones you've been talking shit about for the past 6 months.
The one that
Those-
wouldn't take your calls yesterday.
Worth like $5,000. Remember, I had those spike shoes. I think they're in that car that I left out there with the guy. He owns the dealership, but I own the car, and it's
no,
shoes.
you don't, Joey. If you left a car at a dealership 12 years ago, it's not your car anymore.
In Las Vegas,
Right. Sorry. That car's gone. That shit
Yeah.
gone.
paid
that's all
for
your
cash.
spiked shoes, bitch.
Yeah, your spike. What are they like? Gene Simmons Kiss shoes? What are spiked shoes exactly?
I
And
don't
you know, I can't do anything until I get money and I'm able to get a hold of him and see if he still has it for me or what. But it's my car. I own it.
That's not.
So, and you know, the thing is too, those dealerships, they were doing a lot of malpractice, and they don't want
Wait.
Those dealerships. Malpractice dealerships.
Wait, well, what? Now, I'm not
Yeah.
a doctor or a mechanic or a carpenter. I'm pretty sure that don't fit right there. That word don't fit right there. Yeah, mouth practice. Good one, Lobster.
That them truckers committed mouth practice.
to give you the right things. Like they literally don't mail the plates to the right place because I was in moving around. They just everything
was
they
in
do is wrong.
movement.
Those dealerships,
Yeah.
you know.
How you
And
different like that?
in the future, whenever I buy a car, I'm gonna make sure they get all the paperwork 100% straight. I want everything there, or I want to know what mailing address it's being sent to, and that's all. You know, I used to have that PO box and all that. I got rid of that. I quit paying it. So it should have turned out. And they used to get mad too because they had a whole bunch of mail up there from me, I guess, and I never picked it up. I mean, it ain't my fault. I got too much.
You got mail that you never picked up. That's absolutely your fault.
Absolutely.
Who else's fault would it be? Hey, Mimi.
Going on.
Everybody else
That's the
is.
thing. They never let me get on my feet, right? And I've never really lost anything. That's about the only thing I stopped paying on. I looked at the website too.
Joey, you have
That's all they lost, he says.
you have lost lockers worth of shit in gyms all across everywhere you go. That was your thing. You would get a gym membership and you would use the locker as your little personal storage, and then you would just stop paying the membership and lose all your shit.
True
Sounds
story.
like him.
So people don't get, I got things going on for me all over the country. Like I'm telling you the truth when I say I run things coast to coast. So like I checked out the website. My website is good. TyreseSneed.com. I own it. It's good till like, I think like October or something. or August. I'm thinking it's October. I think it's a little later than August. I think it's like October something. So it's still good. Should still be active. I own it. I just never had the $20 to spare right now to put out the site. Well, I mean, I did. I put it out several months, but you know, I shouldn't have even wasted that money doing it because it didn't sell because y'all don't want to buy my music because you're jealous. That's all it is. You know, so it
'Cause
is
you
what
an
it is.
idiot.
But I put it out when I
Do it,
want.
that
It's about
guy.
18, $20 for a month. And I take it down, but I own the domain. The domain, again, is listed at $1,747. So when I tell you I got a website worth like 2 G's, I'm not lying about anything. I never do. TyreeSneak.com. And again, I'm offering to anyone in the public, if you want to buy it, just donate me anything on Cash App and say you want to buy it, right? And what I'll do, you can leave
What's he
your
talking
email,
about?
and what I'll do is
His website, if you want to purchase his website.
Oh, he's not talking about the one with his music on it, is he? Because he's only sold 2.
Yeah, that's the one he's talking about. TyreeSneed.com.
No 2,000. It was 2 sold.
Yeah.
I'll list it for sale, and then all you got to do, I'll talk about it on here. Just don't waste my time. You need to do it quickly if you offer that. So you donate, you send me a message or something, say you want to buy it, you have the money. It's $1,047 it's listed at. I don't know if I can change the
1,007 and 47. That's not how you
That
say
is,
numbers.
that's not gonna happen anyway.
No.
Those
it's-
cars ain't worth shit. They
Well, he's
might
still
as well
talk-
just
He's
be.
still talking about the website. He's still talking about wanting to sell his website for $1,700.
Oh, I
You-
saw
Mimi, are you
that.
hallucinating right now?
Made me
Am I
high as
right?
fuck right now.
price. I
Yes,
might be able to
am.
sell a little higher, a little lower. I don't know, but I'm going to sell it for at least that if I can. Right? But that's if I sell it. I don't really want to sell it. That's the thing. I have assets and equity to attach to my name. These are assets, man. Like these are real assets. That's an asset.
Billy, the
And
parts
y'all
of your
don't get I can
car
make
are
a
another
living selling websites
part.
if I want. Because I'm a great internet marketer and I promote without trying. This is why I've climbed on here. I'm a connoisseur financially. So this is the future digital entertainment, digital money. This is my job. This is my career.
That's not even what connoisseur means, but okay.
And I just turned it into me being Batman
Yeah.
and being an enforcer in the street. I combined all my talents. I'm literally a genius. Okay. So I'm just saying, if anyone wants to actually buy it, you better get on it and hurry up. You know, because I'm only thinking about and considering this right now while I'm in this position. The minute that God pulls me out of this struggle, and all these ratings and downloads keep saying the struggle is over and things are going to get better. If that's true, you might want to get on this now.
Oh, your struggles, Lord, will soon
Yeah,
be
that's
over.
not the way it works, Mr. Lyrene. That's not how it goes when it comes to God. First you were the devil forever, and now you're claiming that you're God. Now it's Jesus. That's not how you don't ask them for money. You ask them for things, but you don't ask for fucking money constantly. And that's the only reason why you're saying God now.
Yeah,
God's
you hit him
got
up,
me.
you be like, come on, guy, come on. Come on, guy.
Yeah. I know I did this. I know I did that, and I know I continue. But I'm the
Slip
best,
me-
God. I don't
slip
know
me
who you
some-
think you're talking to.
Slip me some Benjamins, guy. Come on. Come on. Hey,
Yeah,
God,
you
you want
better.
to buy my website, guy?
Yeah.
Because you can take advantage. That's what y'all like to do, right? Go ahead, take advantage of me and what I'm offering. I don't mind.
You want to buy
because
my soul, God?
I'll
I'll
get
sell
at
you
least
my
like
soul, God.
$1,747 from it, and then I can go ahead and get my bus ticket, get the hell on up out of here, and get on up to Austin and these other cities. I would literally take a trip.
Albany.
I'd probably go all
Ow,
the way up to
ow.
New York and just try to survive out there with nothing on the street, just to see what it's like. I'm not scared of the world, man. I'll go put myself in real position.
That would be his
I don't
downfall.
think that's the smartest decision right now. I mean, obviously, I'd probably try somewhere I know better first. You know, I'd probably go to Austin to start.
You run
But
all
I
these
would have
streets.
money in that case. So if anyone wants to buy it, see, this is the thing. Y'all want to always say things, and I proved everything you said wrong. You want to always run your mouth about money. It was you people who said these things, not me. All I say is things that bring people up and help people. I put money in people's pockets my whole life. I paid for everything I built everybody's entire life. I was everyone's support system,
Oh,
paid for
wow.
everything, bought everything for everyone.
Ah.
So
Wow.
people are just ungrateful. So again, people owe me thousands.
He done built everybody's entire life.
Yep.
Wasn't that
Yep.
wasn't that nice of him?
We're so ungrateful. How dare us? How dare us?
Dollars to date. Nobody's paying. If you all want to buy that, I mean, all the things you said, then you should have $2,000 on hand like it ain't nothing, right? Because y'all all talk about money. Here's your
Matter of fact, Joey, I do, but you can't have it.
chance
Yeah, it's
to prove
ours,
me
not
wrong
yours,
and put your money where
motherfucker.
your mouth is, right? And in the process of proving me wrong, you can purchase TyreseSneed.com, a huge worldwide website. It's worldwide,
Huge,
right?
worldwide.
Because
But
you know,
wait,
the lie.
there's more.
Joey, I know you're an idiot, but all websites are worldwide. That's what the
Well, understand that.
www stands for, Joey.
Guys,
You
I'm not going to
dumb.
be able to. I'm not going to be able to pause like
You
you
just
know, or
cannot
mute
treat
like I
folks like
usually
this.
do for
You
my
can't,
dog.
especially when it's recurring and you keep doing
Because
it.
okay.
the 4th of
And you don't even
July, people
process
are already lighting off
how
fireworks.
wrong you
They're
are
going to
and
be
how wrong
Yeah.
it is.
on all
I
Doesn't
can
night.
make any
understand
sense, man.
that.
But like I said, we're gonna keep on doing us.
Which
What
reminds
I
me,
want to
Dave,
talk
we need
about
to
right
give
now.
we need to give Binky and Baxter some hemp treats.
All right, I'm just gonna
So-
send them over. Mimi is obviously on the good stuff. I'm gonna send her over there.
Oh,
We send our dogs to stay with Mimi. They'll be
That's
all right.
right. I love them all too.
They'll show back up to the house. They'll have like 3 watches on each, 4 jackets on. Fucking just-
5:30 on my wrist.
Necklaces.
You got one pupil dilated, the other's not.
Oh, like Bill the cat.
I could make that one necklace into maybe 5.
Right, is the fact that
Sweet
how do I put
things.
this? Here, I'm just gonna carry this one too.
All right, we're gonna speed
Try
Joey
to.
up. We're pretty far behind here.
But what I want to talk about is basic reality that, well, number one, I'm old school, man. I'm a lot like my dad. I grew up listening to my dad, even though I'm from a little bit younger generation, right? I grew up listening to him, so I learned a lot. They gawking, staring at the Batman, instead of going on about their business. You know, like it's cool to an extent. It's like a joke. It's like when a joke is funny for the first 100 times and then it starts to get old. Like I'm way past the point of it all being old because those
Yep.
folks are not doing anything for me now. If they were donating and there was a ton of financial support coming in, I would have no issue with it. I would love it. But the fact that people won't do nothing, that's not cool, man. You know. So I understand that people are struggling, you know, but it just the thing is, you know, the real truth is that all these other people, they've had a luxury that I was never afforded. Truth is that most people at this
Oh.
point in the game,
Uh-uh.
legitimately, honestly, should not be struggling. They just shouldn't be because they've had so many years to get it together. Give them a wave. They've had so many years to get it together and get their act together, and they weren't going through all this stuff I was going through. So it's like there's realistically no excuse, right? Because, well, you know, you should have had it together by now. It's been years, decades, and it's been by. I don't understand that.
We have definitely done something with our lives, bitch. Fuck you. You ain't done a motherfucking thing but bitch and act like you're everything of everything.
Did I accidentally rewind this at some point? I thought we were past this point.
I don't know. I thought we were a little
Like, I really
further in.
don't. When everybody gets tired of it, man. We're sick of it. We've been sick of it. You know,
Oh,
my
yeah,
job,
you're-
fortunately,
you're
is fun.
way behind.
They heard me say. I mean, that's up to you. I could really care less. I mean, I don't need your validation, but because the things I'm saying, they know they're true. Yeah, no, these things are all happening for a reason. I wish nothing but good on everybody. Like I said to that other dude, I just offered him an opportunity. Like,
Yeah,
you
you're
seem
way
like you
behind.
want to be a businessman. You know, I really lost anything. That's about the only thing I stopped paying on. I looked at the website too. So if you don't,
Yeah, we were
I'd
talking
probably
about the
go all
website.
the way up to New
Your
York
mama stopped
and just try to
paying on
survive
it.
out there with nothing on the street just to see what it's like.
All right, you're
I'm not
close.
scared of the world, man.
Yeah.
I'll go put myself in real positions. I don't think that's the smartest decision right now. I mean, obviously I'd probably try somewhere I know better first. You know, I'd probably go to Austin to start, but I would have money in that case. So if anyone wants to buy it, see, this is the thing. Y'all want to always say things, and I proved everything you said wrong. You want to always run your mouth about money. It was you people who said these things, not me. All I say is things that bring people up and help people. I put money in people's pockets my whole life. I paid for everything for I built everybody's entire life. I was everyone's support system, paid for everything, bought everything for everyone. So people are just ungrateful. So again, people owe me thousands of dollars to date. Nobody's paying. If you all want to buy that, I mean, all the things you said, then you should have $2,000 on hand like it ain't nothing, right? Because y'all all talk about money. Here's your chance to prove me wrong and put your money where your mouth is, right? And in the process of proving me wrong, you can purchase TyreeSneed.com, a huge worldwide website. It's worldwide, right? Because, you know, the lies that people like Dame Dash try to say, they don't exist. But the things that I'm saying are all true, and I am what Dame Dash portrays, just like I am what 50 Cent portrays. So I have a digital asset here. It's an actual asset. It's considered equity, just like the conglomerate company Sneed Enterprises I'm going to build is going to specialize in equity. Things like that, we're going to acquire websites, land, just like everything I already have. I'm just taking my hustle and I'm commercializing it as e-commerce and making it an actual business at some point called Sneed Enterprises, a big conglomerate company that just purchases and takes everything. So I'll be buying cars, jewelry. I'm going to have so much everything. We're just going to stock up on equity and assets. So if people like the 300-pound tuna, like Rob Wack, want to be a part of that, and you want to be a mouthpiece for the company because you want to talk and you like to talk, right? If you do this public apology video, sir, because you see everything is legit over here, I'm official tissue and it's all real money always. I never lied about nothing, and I'm really Batman, meaning that I always was rich, right? And I still am technically with equity, even though I was targeted, I held on to everything, right? Pretty much, right? I haven't really ever taken any losses, especially financially. Never.
That's
I never took a loss. You'll never hear me say like that other dude, oh, I lost $5 grand. Never. I don't lose no money. I used to pay for lawyers cost 5 G's. That's 5 G's is what I used to toss to my attorneys. Like it ain't right here. I'm a
if you're talking about the thing that's going quack 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 quack, yeah, that's Loki.
Yeah. Got a lot to say.
I'm a gangster, right? So at the end of the day, like I said, if
he likes to call Tyree out on his bullshit.
he wants to issue that public apology video, I'll consider giving you a position within my huge conglomerate company and maybe some other companies. We're going to build restaurants. So, I mean, someone like that, I mean, I don't have nothing against you, man. I'm just telling you reality. You know, I'm the type of guy I would actually help you and try to put you on and offer you an opportunity because I feel sorry for you, man, if you want me to be honest. I mean, I really do. I feel bad for the dude, even though he's a horrible person. I just feel bad for him. I feel like I would just help him out the goodness of my heart, regardless of how he feels about me, and he acts like he's mad and this and that.
This is bullshit. Did he end it?
No. He drops down when people either talk to him or there's music or he's trying to not record.
He's so full of shit. Get out of here, you fake perp sticky. They'll be bringing that fake stuff in here.
So there's 2 ladies that are like, Batman, like older ladies that said hi. I'm always nice to everybody, man. Like I said, I'm a good dude. I just going through a lot, you know what I mean? Having a hard time because they're all, you know, doing it intentionally. And I have every right to feel how I do. And I'm actually being very calm as usual. Anybody else would have gone ballistic already. Right? They would have lost it all. They would have said, people would have lost it. Right? But I'm really patient. So that's all these people are proving is I'm the most patient guy in existence. Well, let me explain this offer to you again, Mr. Rob Wack. Okay. Christina's negotiating a settlement for a guaranteed $6.8 million. I don't owe you nothing. I don't have to do nothing for you. Out of the goodness of my heart, Rob Wack, because I'm not like you. I'm not a bad person. All my karma is so pure and good. The universe is protecting me on a whole nother level. Okay. Today, there was a dude spraying chemicals on the grass. My cape is right near the grass. My cape touched my burrito. Hopefully, I'll be all right.
All right.
Damn it.
Spraying chemicals on the grass. My cape's near the grass. My cape touched my burrito. Now my burrito's got chemicals.
Am I going to be okay?
Oh, the cape bone connected to the grass bone.
Russian roulette.
You gonna be playing Russian roulette with that burrito, eating chemicals, Joey. You better go all in.
You know, there's things out of my control because people make me do everything by myself. See the issue? It puts everything that I have in jeopardy, on the line for no reason every day. But my divine protection, I know, is at a higher level. So I just keep pushing and try not to worry. Worry doesn't do anything anyway. Right. So the offer here, Mr. Roblack, since you clearly have a passion for speaking publicly, I want to see you do well, man. I don't have anything against you, despite what you said, right, about me surviving the thing with the truck or whatever. So I can actually help you and put you on and give you a huge opportunity. Okay. And this is how God works and how the world works. The guy that you say all these things about, disparaging lies, is the guy who actually can and will help you, and the only one who would want to help you. And you have no one else to turn to, no friends. Your family probably disowned you. I mean, look at you and how you act, right? You're calling people a loudmouth and a motor mouth, but all you do is run your mouth, right? So we're talking about two topics. We're talking about my website domain name right now. We're talking about everything else coming in the future. So, like I said, if you will issue a public apology video and apologize genuinely for
Wait,
what you
who's
said
he
and take it
fucking
back,
talking
all you gotta
about?
do is say,
Rob Rack.
Rob Rack.
Oh, fucking Rob Rack ain't gonna
Quack,
apologize
quack,
to you, bitch.
Rob Rack. Quack, quack, quack.
I take back what I said, right? And we're good. And, we can talk. I won't be talking on your channel. You got too many trolls. If you wanted to come on mine, you could potentially come over here, but you're going to have to follow the rules to a T or I'll delete the show. And that's it. It's really not that big of a deal. But, basically, I can offer you an opportunity. You could be a spokesperson for Sneed Enterprises. If you know mechanics, you say you have gifts. If you know mechanics, see, this is what I do. I take the people that people would think that the world forgot about, and I give them opportunities. Because it's people like me.
What the fuck is he on today?
He's
All right. He
wants-
needs his ass beat fucking like never before. Like it's like it needs to happen.
Babe, he's Khaleesi.
Agreed.
I really
Agreed.
fucking I'm
He
beginning-
wants to free the enslaved people and be a hero to the
Oh,
downtrodden.
you mean the ones he used to call the N-word all the fucking time?
Yeah, those.
Oh
ones.
yeah. Oh, I still good to the black community. They can't stand him.
Yeah, no shit.
They don't like him. They love to make fun of him.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, but when he says shit like that, like he feeds people, or like he's like, no, you're one of the most fucking hateful people. You want to make it look
Yeah.
like you turned over a new leaf and you're like Mr. fucking gracious and, humanity man, but you're not. You're not.
Joey set me free.
You can't put a costume on to cover the fact that you're entitled piece of shit. Still.
Yep.
That is me. People like that, even despite the fact that he's not a good person, he's not like me. But that is me. I mean, people that the world forgot about that, people generally don't care about, even if he deserves it. I don't want to see that one. So, like I said, no, I'm a nice guy. I'm offering you an opportunity, saying you could be the mouthpiece spokesperson, one of them, for Sneed Enterprises. I can give you that. You have a gift of gab. You could talk. I could see you
Judging
sitting
by
down
the
with clients,
trees in the background,
and then you'd have everything
and
you
the
want.
time
It's the
of
same
day,
opportunity
it's probably close
I
to
offered
the
to
home
Leo
right
and
now.
Steve Styles, okay, before everything happened to and with him, right? And he was taking money from the Red Triangles to hate on me.
Hell,
I'm
something.
offering you an opportunity,
Wow.
Rob Black, 300-pound tuna.
Wow.
Okay?
He's
And I'm not
talking
joking.
on
It's
a
a real
dead
opportunity.
man.
And he could
He's talking on Dead Man, the one that Styles that died. He wants
Yeah.
to act like he was friends with after. Styles hated you, buddy. That
Everybody
whole
hates
community couldn't stand you. None of them. You don't go in a black community and think it say the shit that you say and think they're gonna be okay with it. No.
Nope.
sit down and he could be one of the mouthpiece
Styles was
spokespersons
a
for
good
Sneed
rapper,
Enterprise. And
too.
all you would do is get clients and we would attain more and more equity. You would have everything you want. You want to work on a record label, we can do that. Any idea you have, I'll help you with and we can build it for you, right? The only thing I ask is that you change your lifestyle and your ways and you do everything legally. You understand? You want to smoke, drink, all that, whatever you do, that's perfectly fine. All that other stuff, don't do it around me. I don't want to see it. None of that. Okay? Smoking and drinking, don't really care about it. I can tolerate that, right? Just, I still wouldn't want you smoking around me all the time. I don't want to breathe it. You know what I mean? Because I don't smoke, right? Just like right now, I don't really drink at all. You know what I mean? But my whole point is, anything else, I don't want to hear about it.
You
Don't bring it
can't
in.
afford to do
That's all I
shit,
ask,
Joey.
right? If you work for my
The only time Joey smokes or drinks is when he thinks it makes him look cool. When he thinks he can try and flex it, like he's sitting in a club wearing his nice little collared shirt, and he can sip a drink. And
Like
even when you smoke, Joey, you pretend to inhale. You were like the lamest smoker. You smoke for the wrong reasons, and then you don't even do it right.
Mouth
suck.
breathing,
Yeah.
swisher.
Typical poser. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how they are.
Because he's too afraid. You're trying to look
Mhm.
cool, puffing on a cigarette, and you're too afraid.
Company, I want to make sure that you're doing everything legally, right? And that's all. So, I mean, you just have to change your lifestyle, change your ways. You could potentially be looking at a real opportunity with Sneed Enterprises.
You have to change
As
your
a
evil
mouthpiece.
ways.
Now, the other thing you have to do is get away from the red triangles, completely get out of
Paul
communication with them.
Sarkon!
Do not let any of them on your
Sarkon.
show. And like I
You
said, these
know.
people don't have enough
Oh, thank you.
willpower to do just that. To say, I'm going to get away from people who don't like me. The people who got Rob Wack locked up in prison are the red triangles. Vic
That's
Damone,
why you're all
Yes,
right?
by
And this will come out in a
yourself.
federal lawsuit, and they may
Nobody
actually look at federal
can
indictments
you.
for this. Vic Damone was one. He set you up. Yeah, all those people were involved. Who's the other one? What's her name? Like Trish Alicious or whatever. That one that you keep talking about, and you acted like it's a big deal, and she's literally looks like ribbit. Like, yeah, I don't know what that was about, but yeah, that crazy lady. She could be also looking at charges, because what'll happen is they'll actually investigate that issue. They're going to have to, and they'll figure out, yeah, it was still your fault. You did something very wrong. You were running your mouth and saying things that were totally off the wall and uncalled for, but still they set you up. And if that comes out in a courtroom, well, I'm pretty sure that's still illegal. You can't do that. So Vic Damone has stuff to worry about with that. Hold on.
Oh,
The other one has stuff to worry about with that.
no.
So see, I could actually help you,
Victimone?
right? You could actually receive
Don't
a
go
settlement,
there.
maybe even for them setting you up and playing a part. And when you went to prison this last time, it's your choice. You want to do the right thing. You change your life. Come to God. That's all I ask. Come to God. Believe in God, genuinely, truly, without an agenda, and give it over to God. And that's it. I don't come with no conditions. I don't come, like
Well,
the
you
devil
come with
does
every
with the
That's a
contract.
big
in the world.
condition. Hold on, pause that. That's a big fucking condition, bro. Right there. You want somebody to all of a sudden like follow your religion? That's a big condition, son.
But he already named conditions beyond that. You got to change your lifestyle. You got to not do
Can't
certain
keep
things
up
I
with
tell
it.
you can't do. And
Oh yeah, fuck you. You ain't
Yeah.
God. God, please let an M
For your soul, none of
land
that.
between his teeth and blow his face off.
Yeah,
Did I
he's
say that
just
out loud?
doing
My
it
bad.
in hopes of money. That's the only reason why he's doing it, in hopes that he'll get money.
Okay, where are the hemp treats so I can get them?
they are. I think they're over
Where did we
here
leave them last
by the
time?
bed.
The last thunderstorm. Okay.
Want to get your dogs nice and good feeling?
People like him
Yeah.
have an
that's where
actual
the
fighting
fireworks
chance
start.
at making it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or-
That's what I do for people. I would love to see that for him,
Because
despite
as
whatever his
soon as
issue
it
is. So,
starts
no, I
getting
think you have a
dark,
gift with talking. I
as
think that
soon
you
It
these
it
these
doesn't really
hillbillies
Yeah.
gonna start lighting it off.
it doesn't
I
really
just cut my
zonk them
TV
out.
off.
It just sort of calms them down so they don't go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's very.
Binky and Binky foams at the mouth and shakes real bad.
Oh.
Yeah, she gets bad. And Baxter, he shakes and cries and it's bad. So they got to be drugged up.
Yeah. Yeah, that is sad. The last time that we had some, I just kept the door shut and cut the TV up,
Yeah, that's good.
and Nevaeh got close to Stella, so she felt not so scared.
Oh,
Shippy gets the same way when she doesn't have her hemp treats,
Yeah, we all would.
foaming at the mouth and shaking.
I can
Shut-
imagine.
shut
Make
up.
sure she has smoke 24/7, or she don't
You
wake them
better,
up.
you better somebody getting hurt if I don't got it. All right, watch
I know
out.
that's right.
want to be a businessman, and the way that you talk and the things that you talk about lately, some of what I've heard I actually like, because it's geared towards what I'm doing. So I mean, I don't know. To me, it looks like he's trying his best to change his act a little bit and change his tune. So that's good, right? I'm not against it. No, I'm offering you opportunity. So you could be the mouthpiece, and then you'd have the perfect job, Rob Wack. You'd be able to holler at all the women you want. You'd have women clients, right? Because we're going to be land grabbing. We're going to be doing real estate, Christina and I. We're going to be busy all the time. So I'm not going to worry about you and your connection with the red triangles. I'm just going to say,
Hail, Sergeant.
here's the
Hail,
job. And that's the only thing stopping me from offering it to you. So you would have to completely separate yourself and tell them all off publicly and say, all y'all can get the hell away from me. This dude's offering me a real opportunity and he's going to have real money. It's up to you, man. But I don't want to have to worry about you're a spy for the Red Triangles, for
Hell,
an underground
Sarton.
illegal organization. I cannot be worrying
Oh,
about that.
certain.
So it's up.
I'm curious, does Joey think if you work in real estate that you can let your employees just holler at all the women they want?
He's such a fucking god damn. If you ever think you're white trash, all you fellow crackers out there, come look at this motherfucker. Okay, you are a glow up compared to this shit.
Up to you. If you want to get your act together and demonstrate that publicly, completely, without this acting and hypocrisy, if you want to really do that, there's a chance that I could put you on and offer you an opportunity. If not, I could still help you to an extent, but there's only so much I can do for you because I'm not going to be around anybody that talks to the Red Triangle. Hold on.
Hell,
It's
Sarton.
just that simple.
Tell Sarton.
I'm not going to do it. So, I don't know. Think about it, consider it. You know, think about it while you're drinking, because that's all he does. Do what you're going to do. But yeah, I'm offering you a real opportunity. You could be a spokesperson for Snead Enterprises. And as I'm saying it, I'm seeing it like I don't think it could happen because of his affiliations, but you never know. I don't know. I mean, either way, I would try to see if I could help people like that, get them in a better position. But I mean, it just seems like that's the type of job that you want. And I mean, then you would have your job. Like I said, you'd holler at all the women you want. You'd have women clients. You'd be trying to, basically my company, Snead Enterprises, will be acquiring assets and equity nonstop. So we're talking about making money. We'll have licenses and certifications for everything. We'd probably be buying and selling jewelry, all that. We'd be doing e-commerce, clothing lines. I already have the clothing line ideas all set up from the past. I can bring back, and I'd extend and build a whole new clothing line. One of them is the Tycoon clothing line, and I have the logo already and all that. So, I mean, that's all you'd be doing is dealing with clients and dealing with people, and you'd be my little promoter at the street level. to
My
promote
little promoter.
and do what
At the
we need
street
done.
level.
You just got to be about your job and about your business. You'll make good money. You'll be good. You'll be set, and you'll be able to, you know, get what you want and do what you want, and you'll be happy with your job. But I'm just saying, people like that, anybody who has any kind of gift with talking at all, I can offer you an opportunity. We're going to be living better than the Wolf of Wall Street film. Better. So, I mean,
Oh my
you'd have
god.
everything you
On
need,
coupons.
you know, but I'm only going to give this to select people. When God said, build my kingdom, it has to be specific people. You never know. God works in mysterious ways. Maybe the dude is going to
Hi,
really
Bunny
turn himself
Rabbit.
over to God and give it all to God. Maybe he'll change.
Do you want
I don't
some
know.
pizza?
You know, I'm not against anyone. I believe
I
in the
got you
grace
a
of
big
God
fat
for everyone and
pizza.
forgiveness. And I believe that no matter what sin you've committed or what you've done, I still believe in God's forgiveness and grace. I do. My God is a merciful God. He's a vengeful God, but he's also a merciful God. He's a good God. And that's
I
the
thought
truth.
he was
doesn't
the
have an agenda.
devil.
He's not evil. He's not out to mess people over. He just wants
That was last season, Shamrock.
Oh, okay, my
to
bad.
love people
God had a redemption arc.
Oh.
and people to come to him. So when I speak, you can hear I don't have any agenda. There's nothing I can gain from Rob Wack. He doesn't have anything to
Oh,
offer me.
okay.
I have no agenda. I'm literally just saying the truth. I'm trying to be nice and offer you an opportunity, just like I did Steve's, just like I did all these people offered them record deals. They didn't want to take it. I mean, look at them now. They're still all struggling. Like, yeah, I'm struggling for the meanwhile, but I never was. So, I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be a job you would love. And like I said, that's what Snead Enterprises is going to be doing, acquiring
I can't believe you missed the part where God turned over a new leaf and decided to be a good guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that.
land, estates, mansions, homes.
Uh-oh, here we
Digital
go.
real estate we'll be doing. I'm going to teach that to Christina. We already talked about it, and I told her.
It was amazing. It was the scene where Joey taught God the meaning of Christmas, and God's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
I think that's the Grinch
Um,
Who Stole
what
Christmas.
Oh, I always confuse those two.
Buying, selling jewelry, clothing line, clothes, pretty much every asset you can think of. Websites, right? So everything in this company will just get richer and richer
Move
and
this stuff
richer
right here.
to the point
Move
that we
all that.
own everything, and then we'll be buying out. We'll be buying out whole companies
Put it on the table.
and doing company
Stick my
mergers if we
nose,
want.
Joe.
On the side though, I'm going to have the record label Cash Spain be built. There's going to be different divisions, north, south, east, west divisions, just like G Unit tried to do, and they kind of failed. None of that stuff ever worked or took off. We're going to do the real thing that these Masons couldn't even do with their Mason budgeting money that's not theirs, that came from the government. We're going to do it off independent capital. I know business models too well. I'm too good of a businessman. I can build a business out of nothing. I've done it. I've done it online. That's what these people don't get. I've built businesses out of nothing in times of need like this. I just did it again with
No,
this.
you
Oh,
haven't.
no, I'm succeeding. I'm building everything out of nothing. That's why I'm an alchemist. That's what an alchemist does. And then, like I said, we could sell scooters, e-bikes if we want. I
That
think
is
I'm going to stay
not
away
what
from
an
that, but
alchemist-
we'll definitely collect them
What?
for me to use. Motorcycles for me. as Batman. We'll be building Batpods, tumblers, probably build our own customized vehicles. You could potentially
He
be a
can't
part
wait for that
of a
fake
huge
money.
vehicle company as well. We could build vehicles and compete with Tesla and all of them, and not only compete, but literally like defeat the competition and put them out of business. Yeah. I'm going to take the classes for metal
I'm thinking I would learn how to build a tent before I tried to tackle building vehicles. That's just me, though.
shaping so I can build the
Facts.
prototypes for the vehicles. I'm going to figure out mechanics and have mechanics that work for me that can build the engines quickly. And we're just like, I can get where I can mass produce vehicles quick with the right budget. $6.8 million. You think I can't build I can build an entire fleet of vehicles and start a company. And you don't even have
Promise you
No, you
couldn't. I
cannot.
promise you. Yep. That's not gonna happen,
The
but
kind of machinery that you would need to set up that kind of operation, no. I'm sorry.
The software, just the software.
I used to run a machine. All it did was just like make the rough shape of a ball bearing, and that machine by itself was $1 million for that one machine. And it didn't even make a completed ball bearing. It still had to go through like 6 other processes. So you think you're going to make a
Yep.
whole engine?
have to do
But
that
he
to run a company. You
Batman.
need like one working vehicle. Look at this nonsense. You need like one working vehicle for prototype stages to test in front of the people, and that's about it. If you could do that, like Nikola was trying to do back in the day that I was invested in, and KLA, they were a good stock at the time, but they just never really succeeded, right? I was eyeing a couple of different stocks at that time, and I chose the one I chose, which was, well, I'm not even going to say, some of these people know, but it's none of your business. But the point is, I'm in the middle of that stock summit lawsuit. They're going to have to pay me something.
because you
Okay,
ain't
so
got
I mean, I'm going to have
shit,
money coming
and
from
you're
every
not
direction.
getting
It's just they're
shit.
taking their sweet time to give it to me because they don't want me to take off. They probably already have it all. They just don't want to give it to me because they know who I am and they're listening and they're going, man, the minute we give this dude any of the money, he's going to take everything over. He already did with nothing. Look at what he'll do with money. So, you know, basically, I'm a machine that can't be stopped in a system, and it's all in my brain and my mind. I'm unstoppable. Christina and I are going to have food trucks. We're going to have catering. We're going to have a restaurant. It's going to turn into a chain. Our restaurant's going to be a chain. I look to have this chain be bigger than McDonald's across every country.
Is your restaurant chain going to have an Africa pendant on it?
You want a job in a diner like that, Rob Wack? I can have a job like that for you. You can wear a little top hat, right? You can wear a top hat.
You can work in my restaurant and wear a little top hat. You want to do that, Rob Rack?
You wear a bib if you like, right? Since you're such a baby half the time.
Oh,
real.
for real.
But my whole point is,
for real.
you can wear a bib. You can wear those little top hats. We'll probably have little top hats like they have in those diners. You know, the little cardboard white cutout hats. You can wear one of those and you can serve people if you want. You
Is he talking about a chef's hat? It's not a top hat, you doof.
can make burgers, cook all
Cardboard,
day.
like
You have
In-N-Out
access to food.
burger.
I got all
something
sorts
like
of
that.
jobs for you in the future, Rob Wack. It's all up to you. And I'm not being sarcastic. It's just my sense of humor, Rob Wack. So again, if you want to work, if you want to talk, we're going to need some talkers, Rob
Like the
Wack.
dude on the food
right.
truck and
You
Sling
understand? But you
Blade.
just can't be dealing with red triangles. You bring me any bit
Hellstar
of their
time.
nonsense towards me,
Hey,
and you will lose your job immediately. Okay, and that's it. And you know, you'll just have to go your own way, and that's all. You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's never hard feelings. It's just real people operate a certain way. That's why these people should really stop talking, because every time you talk anything you're involved in, I'm getting away from. So I mean, stop acting like you're involved in things. You're a million miles away. I don't know you. Feel me? So yeah, like I said, I don't play like that. These people know what it is. It is what it is, man. Feel me? So at the end of the day, I mean, as far as the website, like I said, it's valued at like $1,747, almost 2 G's. Like I told you, that's what I saw last was the estimate, right? So somebody has to donate to me. You need to donate a substantial amount. Matter of fact, there should be like a, you know, like a prepayment, because, you know, since y'all want to do whatever
All
you
right,
want, I'm
he
gonna do
did
whatever I want to
end
make my own
about
rules.
8 minutes ago. So
All right.
So if you want to buy my domain name, I'm going to say to do so, since all y'all act like you got money and you want to talk down on real money and wealth, there's going to be a fee of $200, right? That's only fair. It's my site. I can do what I want, right? So I need $200 donated to me, to whoever has money like that and thinks that they're going to buy my website. So if you donate $200, you leave your email and just say, I want to buy the site. That's all you got to do.
So that's 200 up front just to say that you want to buy it. Wow,
Yeah.
what a deal, Joey.
and then nothing happens.
Or just
after
leave your email is good enough. And I'll know
And
that
then later on, you're just like, I want to buy it. And he's like, nah, not you. I ain't selling to the red triangles. And you lost your $200.
for the site if it's 200, but that's all I'll accept because that's what's fair. You understand? So like I said, that'll just be your donation, right? That's considered gratuity,
Enjoy not eating.
I guess, or whatever, right? And then basically I'll contact you, I'll list it for sale, and I'll tell you, hey, it's listed. You can go buy it right now at the price I deem, right? Which should be, you know, $1,747. If I can, I would like to sell it for $2,000, but I have to see if it lets me. So the highest it'll go is 2 Gs.
So you pay 200, and then when you go to, then he'll tell you where it's at, and then jack up the price another 300.
He has no idea how the system
It's a
works.
worldwide website. You'd have access to worldwide marketing, and it goes worldwide every time I release it. So you could sell
Joey, you think anybody couldn't do what you did and make a website?
any kind of e-commerce, commercial product, anything you want, you could launch worldwide with my site. That's how powerful it is. So I have a digital asset here that it's worth more than 2 Gs. It's worth a lot. I'm actually settling and being nice, but 2 Gs about, or 1,747 at least, would be enough money for me to get this off the ground and get out of here and make a trip and try to build from scratch somewhere else, and hopefully my bat suit so I can be Batman somewhere else and try to start building this, or go build somewhere first, get the
You could have
prototype
done that
stage
long
done,
ago.
and then come back and pick up the steel armor and go be Batman somewhere while I'm waiting for Christina and everything to come together, right? For her to get over here with me. So, I mean, and that's even if that, I mean, I could just use the money and chill for a while, but I need a vacation at least. I need to get out of here, man. I'm tired of this. There ain't nothing here. Nobody's helping. Nobody's doing nothing for me. I'm sick of being treated like this. It's just unbelievable. Like I said, there's good things here because of my hard work and what I own and have and all the hard work I've done. But other than that, everybody, I mean, they suck, you know, like they're not good people. They don't want to see me win, you know? So,
That's right.
I mean, for me, I mean, like I said, that's all you got to do. But that's the only way I'm selling it. And that's because of you all. Like I said, just like everything is, because y'all were trying to buy my website. Remember, they had that troll, that one weird dude that was trying to say he's me using my name. That's also federal prison time. Oh, yeah, I got to include him, but I don't know his name yet. But I'll find out. I'll find out his legal name, and he'll be
His name is the real Tyrese Need.
part of the federal indictment. So you got that to worry about too, brother. And that's prison time, serious federal prison time, what you did and the things you said to me. But, you know, that's gang stalking for like 2 decades, bro. That's ridiculous. You know, so these fools don't understand what they've done.
Yeah,
It's going to land them in prison, guaranteed. They're not too bright. They're not the brightest crayon in the
walking
box.
gang stalking.
So again, for me,
Love you, Candy.
like I said,
Love you, Candy.
I mean, how do I put it? I mean, that's it. I mean, right. They were trying to play games and take my site, bro. This dude actually bought the site at one point. You were trying to talk down. You said it was worth $10. The thing is worth 1,747. That's just estimated right now, meaning it's actually worth like 5-10 times that. That's the truth.
That is not
So
what
I mean,
that means.
you had an asset that you literally stole from me publicly, right? Which is a crime, right? I mean, and
he
you're
purchased
stalking me to
it.
do
He
it.
did not
That's why
steal
it's a
it.
crime. And
Sticky
you
backstage.
purchased an asset that would have been worth a lot had you been able to keep it. But because you're so poor, sir, you couldn't afford to keep making the payments. So I grabbed it back. I found when you were off guard, just like you tried to do me, and I bought my site back. So now I have this digital asset. It's good till like October something. So I still got plenty of time right now to get that $21 and some change or whatever they charge and pay it. Right. So I'm all right on that because I paid it when I was in that church thing this last year when we were over there in Kentucky. Remember, that's why it was so important. That's why I was losing it flipping, because it's a big deal. It took a lot of work to create and make, and I'm not going to just lose it. You understand? And now I think in order for you to buy it, I don't think none of you can afford it because it's too expensive now, I think. You know, even if they list it cheap, like 100 something, I don't even think y'all have that or can pay that, you know? So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's the value. Anybody who wants to buy it, like I said, it just proves all you folks that have been trying to talk money with me, you have none. You can go to that Cash App right now. You have a PayPal and a Venmo. Send $200 and put your email, and I'll know that that's for the website. I will go immediately. I'll contact you. I'll try to list the site for sale. I have to figure it out on the website how to do it. The minute I get it for sale, I'll tell you. You'll have it access for you to buy it, and you just go purchase it, and then the transaction's complete, right? And then that's it. And then you have my site, TyreseNeed.com, will be your domain. You'll own it, right? And then I'll have my $200 donation from whoever, right? And that's just to prove that you have some money. Hey, every company does it. Every business does it. I should do it too. And I should charge you more, but I'm being nice. So, because it's a huge digital asset. I mean, this thing could be worth millions in the future, and it probably will be. So, I mean, like I
No,
said,
it
what you're
won't.
looking at is a huge opportunity. And I want y'all to notice all these folks on YouTube, they have no money. Nobody's going to do it because they're all poor. And they're not businessmen or businesswomen. They don't know a business move when they see it. So if y'all want to act like you're talking down and you've done this and you didn't do nothing. If y'all want, any of y'all in society want to act like you have money, go buy that site. That's all you got to do. $200 to the Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, right? I'll list it for sale for you. You buy it, and then, hey, that'll put me at least at what? I'd have $1,947. That's almost $2,000. Come on, dog. You feel me? That'd be awesome. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean,
For
you know, you might want to do it and jump on it
there's
now.
absolutely no upside for anybody else.
Okay. Listen to the math he just did there. So
Mhm.
he said it's valued 1,700 and blah, 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 whatever it is.
Right.
But you got to give a fucking $200 deposit So he
All
just
right.
said there that he's going to cash out with 1,900 and whatever it was. So
Mhm.
you have to pay a $200 additional to the price tag.
Yeah, that's not including if he's able to jack the price up to 2,000 before you buy it.
Right.
So it could be up to $2,200 that he
Could be
thinks he's gonna make.
millions.
Right, could be. I might jack it up to like $80 million. That's my settlement. But yeah, I always loved his tactic of prove you have money by giving it to me. That's what it always
Was
was.
that it? Did he end that?
Or did I fuck up something? Let's see. What did I get? All right, here we are.
Before I, start pressing it more and say I want 250 first as a donation, but hey,
That's
this
a
is my
donation.
company, my
Already-
website. I could do what I want. Like, nah, I want to see somebody prove that they have money first. If you don't have money, I'm not going to list it for sale because you're wasting my time. See, this is why we have to do these things because these people are always doing legal things. See my point? So everything you do, it's going to
The
help me.
gymnastics
Feel
he's
me?
got
I'm a
going on
businessman,
in his
man. I'm a
head right
ruthless one
now.
at that.
It's
So,
amazing.
like I said, just understand I own actual digital assets. And this is what Sneed Enterprises is going to specify in. Hold on.
Hold up.
Hold up.
I think Sticky's backstage.
Is
He
he?
said-
The fuck's he
said
doing back there? What are you
not-
doing back there, fake sticky? Fake
Hey
sticky.
guys, I just wanted you guys to know that I need $2,000. Hey guys,
Yeah, like I
I
said,
need
that's what it is.
I need
$200.
$2,000, like I said, right away from my shitty ass website that looks like it was made on Blingy for MySpace. Hi guys,
Hi guys.
Hi.
happy
Oh,
4th of
Thank
July,
you.
you
Memo,
fucking crusty perp.
email. I will know it's for the site. I'll go to the site. I'll try to figure out how to list it for sale. We will do the transaction
I
regardless.
mean,
We'll
you don't
figure it
know
out.
how to do
And,
that when you're a
that's it.
businessman.
You
Wow.
understand? So it's all guaranteed. But like I said, I need people to donate and do their part and prove that you got the bread to buy
Donate.
it. Feel me? That's it. And then right there, boom, bada bing, I'd have almost $2,000 in my pocket.
Keep
And I
that
can get
in.
this show on the road, and I can expand this business, and I'd have money to go eat where I want and do what I want and be happy and enjoy my life. Feel me?
Exactly, for you to have fun and enjoy your life. You want us to
You-
pay for it.
He would have money for about a week, and then he would blow through it, and that's it.
I just
He'll
love
give you
how
right back here.
earlier he said something along the lines of, I've been working really hard and I just really need a vacation. Like,
That's
motherfucker,
right.
every day's a vacation for you, dude. All you
But
do is
putting
walk.
down all of us, but putting down everybody else.
That's working hard, walking around ranting on the phone. This
Absolutely.
motherfucker wouldn't last one day in my life, dude. He would be
Oh, yeah.
fucking But it's
That's why
okay. I
said
like making
he
money.
needs to go to North
That's-
Korea.
That's because you're a wage slave, Sticky. Now,
I know, dude. I
now
know.
prove that you're earning some money by giving it to Joey.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
That's the proof.
yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah, totally. I definitely want
That's all I
to do
really
that.
need, about at least 2 G's. I mean, it's not all I need. I need a lot more, but I'm just saying for now, it would give me enough where I could try, And real talk, I mean, being smart, honestly, yeah, no, I'd have to go to another city that I don't live in or state even, and I'd try to start somewhere new, and I'd probably have to go to a shelter. And I would just
Is
act like I didn't
Sheriff
have nothing
snoring?
while I had that money.
Huh?
Is Sheriff snoring?
Yeah, he
I
fell
keep
asleep.
hearing, I keep
gonna-
hearing something now and then.
Susan, could you go ahead and clock Sheriff out because he's asleep on the job? Thank you.
No, my mic's been off the whole time.
It could be my
Tell you,
fan. I'm
fucking
sorry,
Mimi's
guys.
hallucinating today.
Sorry, I'm not in the studio. I'm on my ear right now because I'm in the bedroom cleaning stuff, getting my button ups all hung up and stuff. I just had them.
Oh, you got
It's
one of those
okay.
fancy,
I just had them,
you got one of those fancy colored dragon shirts?
I don't have any dragon ones, but I have some nice business shirts.
Well, you need to get one or you're not a real G.
Yeah. I'm gonna get right on that.
All right.
Definitely. For sure.
Susan, please follow up with the dragon shirt situation because otherwise Sticky is not a real G and he's making us look bad. All right, thank
Well,
you.
it has to include the
you.
University of Texas hat with that.
Right.
Oh, there's
Premium price.
Sheriff. Okay.
And I would just build everything from scratch. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I mean, I could move around, I could travel, I could figure out, you know, I could get all the way back and pick up the armor or whatever at some point. Maybe someone could give me a ride and help me pick it up. And, you know, if I get a spot or a couch somewhere to start this, I need somewhere to run it. I got to have somewhere to run this project as Batman. That's all I need. Anyone can open their door to me and have a heart and soul in the valley anywhere and say, you know.
So, what if you,
Sorry,
can you
go
give
ahead.
me a ride to my mom's house to pick up my armor?
Has anybody got like some food or a couch I can stay at? I mean, come on, guys, have a heart and soul.
Sticky, were you here earlier when he was talking about Vegas?
I've
And he said
I've
he had a.
missed a lot today, guys. I'm
All
so
right,
sorry.
So the highlights from today, he said he had a vision of sitting at a Russian roulette table.
Russian roulette?
Yeah, not just a roulette table, but a Russian roulette table. And I was like, all right. What was it he said after that? There was another good zinger.
No, you don't. Blackjack, there's no need for mathematics.
Yeah, 'cause counting
counting
cards
cards.
is too much work, and I don't know how to do that anyway. So I mean, that's too much math.
I lost all my money playing poker, so now I think I'm going to start researching how to play poker and play poker again.
Real quick, guys. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So update for Candy. She was out and about getting free food as well.
Oh wow, it's just a good day
The
for her, I guess.
fucking another crossover. So while Joey was going to some place to go get some free lunch or whatever, 4th of July lunch, Candy was as well, and she went and got her hair cut. So goodbye to the Cheeto dreads. They're gone.
If Joey cuts
but
his
yeah.
fucking hair today, that would be fucking just spine
Nice. It would
tingling.
be nice.
That would be insane. Yeah.
It would.
But yeah, so they were both on their way to get free food around the same time, which is really fucking weird.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways, continue. My bad.
In Brownsville, whatever, all you have to do is say, yo, you know, here's a couch, here's your own room, you don't gotta pay me nothing, here you go.
Here's a couch.
You know what I mean? Here's a little bit of money.
Give me a
You
ride
know what I
and
mean?
pick up my
Here's
trash can
food,
and
whatever.
give me a
That's all I
couch.
need. And you can go ahead and do your Batman thing every day and just build from here on out. That's what I need. I need that seriously from the bottom of my heart, from the grace of God. I need God to provide that for me. That's the only way, is with some money, some real money that I'm going to get where
Stop
I need to go.
expecting
So here I am
him
again
to
doing
do
it myself.
things
I
for
bought
you.
all this myself. That's my digital asset. I built it. I own it. I paid cash. I worked hard for it. Okay. And no, I'm not asking anyone for anything. Never have. I'm telling people that they need to donate and do their part. And like I said, I'm here trying
pause
to
it real
market.
quick,
Begging
Next
all day.
hopefully-
Sticky. He mentioned the
Yeah.
part. What was it about the chemicals on the grass that got sprayed?
Oh, that was the other one. He said some guy was putting chemicals on the grass, and I walked by, and my cape touched the grass, and then my cape touched my burrito.
Do you think I'll be okay?
Wow.
I don't know.
What a
We think
fucking
maybe that
mom.
just made him so delusional. Maybe he needs to go to the hospital ASAP.
Yeah, I hope he's got a roundup burrito now. That's what I hope.
Class
Sell a
Christina,
digital asset that's worth a lot. And I mean, in the future, it's going to be worth millions because you already see how big my name is getting, you know, and I could turn that into the Batman promotion site. I can literally release the videos of the Batman stuff I do straight to that site if I want. I don't even have to go through YouTube or any other company. Sneed Enterprise.
What's up?
Oh, I'm just running my mouth because I'm just, you know, sometimes when he says shit, I just run my mouth. So I'm hitting mute.
Quit running your mouth, fake Mimi.
I'll say this,
Crusty perp.
Christina, if you're listening, please let Joey know he needs to go to the hospital right away and let them know that the grass spray chemicals touched his burrito and he ate it. He gonna be okay. Please.
Yeah.
Joey, you ain't gonna be okay at all.
Tell her she needs to show
Nah.
herself and talk to you. Y'all need to talk over the phone, see face to face. That's very important too.
Christina's
Yeah.
gonna tell him. Christina's gonna tell him, "Nah, you pretty fucking fop. I'm okay."
I gotta go have another brain
Y'all just got to pay
surgery.
attention. You know, the man is making more business moves, real ones in front of your face that are always above your level. So like I said, you're going to see, I'm telling you, these people don't have money. So why would you say any of that to me if it wasn't real? Exactly. It's just $200, bro. All you got to do is donate that and then have
Just do
your
100.
1,747 or $2,000
Dial
to
the
get
back.
ready. Like I said, if I can, I'm gonna sell it at
Back
2
down
Gs.
to
So
200.
be prepared and have that. And if not, I'll sell it at that listed price, $1,747, and that's it. And you just go buy it, and the site is yours. And then I'll have money. I can transfer it, have my bread, and I'd probably, like I said, immediately as soon as the money settles and comes to me, I'd probably take a trip and get this show on the road and figure out how I'm gonna start building more money, find me work wherever, and just start from scratch and build and get all this running where I can, take over the streets as Batman somewhere else. All right. So like I said, we try and make business moves over here. Y'all claim that you about business and you know something. Well, let's see it. It's the same thing that happened in the jewelry market. I have to lower prices in my inventory and get cheap stuff that y'all call fake when no jewelry is fake. Any jewelry can make money. And the stuff you call fake sells better and easier than the stuff that's expensive that you consider real because of a fake little diamond tester. Now they use moisanites. They don't even use diamonds. All y'all's jewelry fake. Every rapper, all y'all. So don't.
Wow, Joey, wait a minute. So you're telling me that cheap stuff sells easier than expensive stuff?
Yes.
That's revolutionary. I never thought of it like that.
You just amazed
all my
us.
jewelry is real. Fuck.
Yeah.
30 on my wrist, got you pissed still. Like I said, I got all the equity, all the assets. I'm the only self-made trillionaire ever existed. Catch up, learn from me. All right. That's it. Easy. Donate that money. And all y'all can donate and come up off some bread. Easy.
Well,
That was
Come off your bread.
That was Batman
Bitches.
offers digital asset to the public for purchase with a value of over $1,747. Hashtag e-commerce. Anybody going to step up and spend $200 for the chance to spend $1,700 that'll probably end up being $2,000?
Who the fuck would want your website anyway, dude? It fucking sucks. It's terrible.
I mean, people
Nobody's
would want it
interested.
for free or for like 10, $20. Yeah, RJ will buy it just like he did last time, but he's not going to pay like actual money for it because it's not worth it.
Right. I think he's the one who needs to get the website. If it does happen and it comes up cheap enough, it would be nice if we pulled together to get him that site. That'd be nice. It'd be a nice little move to make. But I'm just saying, overall, there ain't nobody in the fucking world, Joey, who wants to buy your stupid ass website for $1,700 fucking dollars. You're that fucking retarded, dude. It's amazing.
Especially if you're becoming that famous, why would you want to get rid of it?
Yeah.
Well,
and the only reason it would be valued at $1,700 is because it has the potential to earn money, but you haven't realized that potential. You don't know how to make it earn money. So it's not really worth it.
Yeah, and another huge thing about him that really pisses me off. Do you guys remember? It was probably about a month ago when he was talking about how he should be able. Somebody should let him stay on their couch and live there, and then at the same time, this is before he was pushing it a lot, but at the same time he was saying, and I shouldn't have to pay rent or anything. I shouldn't have to pay for anything, really. You guys should, it should be a service you provide for me because I'm Batman. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you got to be fucking kidding me. He and not have to work either. Like, I just want to sit on your fucking couch.
And he's entitled. I keep forgetting that he grew up as a rich boy. He keeps saying he didn't, but he did. And,
he did.
Yes, he did. Very much so. He tried to act like he didn't, but he did.
On one hand, I know that it'll probably never happen, right? And don't be mad at me for saying this, but I think it would be absolutely fucking hilarious if somebody actually offered him the couch for us to see him live stream in some fucking weirdo's house and watch some shit go down, because they're going to get tired of him very quickly, and they're going to see exactly what kind of person he is very quickly. You know what I mean?
If they offered him a place to stay, they would almost have to be some kind of a psychopath. So yeah, I'd totally do that.
Stop
Yeah,
asking
we'll get
me to
some
have
content.
Tyrese sleep on my couch, you guys.
Yeah, why not?
You want to
I'm a
step up
psychopath
there?
that can make that happen.
All right.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Let Joey move in with you, dude. Let's just
My God.
and then just get cameras everywhere inside of your place. We'll
Hey,
have him on
Joey.
24/7 live
Let's go
feed.
for a ride. We're gonna go recycling beer cans today.
Yeah, dude. There you go. There you go. Fuck yeah.
You'd have,
Well,
you'd have to tell him to hold his breath so he doesn't breathe any exhaust.
Hold up.
yeah, right. Are you guys done or what's going on?
Yeah,
I think I'm done for now. That's
it's 5 p.m. Pacific. So, I would imagine we're gonna get a fucking firework display stream where he's scared as shit tonight. That should be fun.
Well, guest programming note. I don't think we're gonna go out tonight for fireworks, so I might do something later tonight.
I'm not
And
going anywhere either. Me
if he
either.
goes live, I'll cover it. But that won't be until later. I do have a couple things I have to do until then, but
That's cool.
that would
time
be
you
fun. And
What time you gonna be? What time you gonna be settled in?
I'm thinking 7 or 8.
All right.
I know people probably have shit going on, so people probably won't turn up, but that's fine. Just to hang out and have fun if you guys want to kick it with me.
I got
If
fuck
he's
all
not
to
live,
do. I just want
A
to keep
lot
my
of
Yeah.
dog
people show up.
safe.
yeah, if he's not live, we could cover some candy too, because I'm kind of excited to see what happened today with her whole free food festivities. I'm sure she filmed it. I've got to talk to these candy perps and see what's going on. Catch up.
That'd be
And
cool
also-
too. Yeah, I haven't watched her in a while.
I wanted to send out a congratulations to Sheriff for not being in jail today. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was actually, that could have been it could have went. I talked to a friend of mine.
All right.
He's telling me, I was like, I need a key. I was like, dude, I don't lock my door unless I go out of town. So you're good if you need to pick up my dog, because he knows. I mean, you guys, if you remember from last year, that situation got kind of greasy. But yeah. So yeah, I stayed out of jail today.
What
if anyone
happened?
doesn't know what I'm fucking talking about, Sticky, last year, there's a women's jail about a mile and a half down the street from me. Last year, right before the 4th of July, all their flags, California and the U.S. flag, was all tattered and faded. And I made a stink about it. They promised me they'd fix the situation. They didn't do it. A week later, they still didn't do it. And so I posted up and said, okay, I'm not leaving until we fix this shit. I'm not leaving until we fix this shit.
It's ridiculous.
I was there half an hour. Finally, it was another 3 days. They finally fixed the flags, and the captain from the facility called me. We were in VC Shamrock at that time. They called me and I was on the phone with her. She's apologizing, completely embarrassed. Well, anyway, I'm walking the dog after we were streaming last night, and I walked her down there because I wanted to check on the flags, being the 4th of July. They had them at half staff. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
What?
An inmate had died back in May, and it's appropriate to leave him half mast for about 30 days. Well, anyway, that's 30 days has passed. So I woke up today, walked the dog, drove my ass fucking down there, ready, prepared to go to jail today because I was going to fucking go nuclear. And I pulled in, talked to a deputy sheriff right there. Just another one of their colleagues had died like a couple days prior. So that's why they started. So I didn't go to jail.
Okay.
That's sad.
Did you
Hell
at least
yeah,
tell
Sheriff.
them to, like, stop killing their inmates or something? I mean,
Right? Fuck
So,
me.
so what happened?
Do you want me
What
to read some?
happened? Sticky
not
with
Do what?
Sheriff. What happened, Sheriff?
I don't think he's going to repeat the whole thing, maybe.
Mimi's,
I don't know, not the whole
Mimi's
thing.
tripping balls
No.
today.
When you,
Maybe he's like in another solar system right now. It's like, wait, what?
I've been in a lot of pain today, so I took a Tylenol with codeine, and I'm feeling funny. I ain't gonna lie. But
I'm sorry.
I was
Mimi.
asking what happened at the end when you said you were flipping out and going inside.
Oh, they said somebody else had died, and that's why those flags are at half mast.
Okay, I didn't hear that very end. The dog, she's howling in her sleep. That's weird.
Gotcha.
She wags her tail sometimes. I'm wondering if she sees her daddy in her dreams.
Maybe.
She misses
All
her
right.
owner. All right, guys. Well, we're
Well, if we
shutting
got
it
nothing
down.
else, yeah, we're gonna take off, and everybody have a good rest of your 4th. And if anybody
Yeah,
goes live later, we'll
absolutely.
meet up and hang out.
Don't blow your
Sounds
hand.
All right.
good.
Thanks for having me
See
up,
y'all
and happy
later.
4th to everybody.
You,
Later.
everybody
Yes,
gone
happy
get.
4th. You out.